Now, President Mahama Baya or say Chief of Defense Staff on to winning in Yajuma. Chief of Army Staff on to winning in Yajuma. Chief of Staff on to winning in Yajuma. Chief of Naval Staff on to winning in Yajuma. Chief of Air Staff on to winning in Yajuma. Commandanta did that various commands Anunyi na Kofiana International Peacekeeping Center, Gavsi, everywhere, and even 1 year. Minoka say UN up.
I was here. Yes, our ElWalk Stadium issue now. I was here in summer able bobano. A ya say Niama Nkofobi Eka. Time now, President John Dramani Mahama, your two Abaman we Rev Fordjour, Edin Sembi Ebetuja. I was here. Or the catcher say. What President John Dramani Mahama is doing to the military, it is dangerous. See COVID-19. But you must be brain, you are funny serious. But see, I mean, you can say, Yabushia, near Mama or Canon, and no pepe nation. Or see, President John Dramani Mahama or Bayern, or see, generals now or more honor. Only 3-star generals, 2-star generals, or see, only a moon to me, ye jumapu. Wapamo munina, wapamo muti sekunko. Abusia, and I'll see what the first time, and I say 1-star generals, the omuna, or the omube ye juma. Now, we shall question about for me brave, say. And sana, Nkola we be call say the military has the data. Omunim the number of people that applied for the job. It's anka I was say omu who say the panodo we the ba I was say omu yes be etu ebusha. It all works back to say nkofo na ye bi omu tu sa niam na no they don't have experience. Ebusha for momayen ko dey share what Rev Fordjour the Kanye
military, no, they operate a command system. And the 2-star, 3-star, 4-star general, and to me, Mesalutu, or be under the command of a 1-star general. Now, President Mahama Baya or say Chief of Defense Staff on to winning in Yajuma. Chief of Army Staff on to winning in Yajuma. Chief of Staff on to winning in Yajuma. Chief of Naval Staff on to winning in Yajuma. Chief of Air Staff on to winning in Yajuma. Commandanta did that various commands Anunyi na Kofiana International Peacekeeping Center, Gavsi, everywhere, and even 1 year. Minoka say UN appointed generals, major generals, were more commanded troops in many different countries. Because military attaches and Manoneni, I didn't know, put together about 15 generals. One more major general 2-star and lieutenant general 3-star and above. No, also on to win obia and yajuma on trusty omumu bia. Say,
I know you're own.
Oh, that's what it is.
Okay.
And Tino. They are between a Juma, a brigadier general.
Only 1-star.
A 1-star. And I want one appointed
as chief of
defense staff.
In the seniors,
automatically terminated. And that is how the military works.
Means?
That's how military works. And you know, in any country, when you a power a lower rank as the chief of defense staff, automatically the senior ranks a one nimunina. Obia Kofi.
Is it a choice?
It is by your protocol.
Even if I choose Kofi, I don't mind. Me junior be command me cry, I don't mind.
You have no choice. You have no choice to say, oh, and this will be a university vice chancellor.
Yes.
And like I say, we will serve 2 terms as vice chancellor, as a professor, no.
Yes.
You are going to teach in a faculty. Not before vice president in that university. In the military, it doesn't work like that.
In all the seniors who are about 15, no,
they are all condemned, dismissed, terminated prematurely. Now the dangers are a woman. It is and Minoka say, various barracks morale is down. Morale is dampened, and I'm telling you, they are sad. Morale is down. One, because what you have introduced political colors into the Ghana Armed Forces by this introduction. O catch them nti seniors in bra omo bra ye nyina 15 of them. Sabi. How incompetent are they? How disloyal are they? A day and omunye ya say move 4 5 bimpo and antwini omunya juma and 15 aka nyina nso. Bone ben on why so pam omunyina echo. Now, even among the brigadier generals in the crown, the concerns that there are about over 25 brigadier generals are. One more raising concern, say, even the crop of brigadier generals are President Mahama apa womo ayo heads in the crown. A binumpo ayo 4 years junior within the brigadier general rank. You know. What has happened is dangerous. And and some between kanin hour. And then, but let's look at the critical implications. Back on say. Sir generals ya wapamu womu it signals politically motivated action and na say ye bibia eba betwashe moraso and enye no krasumpa it cost the nation a lot of money. Let me prove to you the one facet of financial loss abayno eba be inke and say about 15 generals akesi ya mampeni Mahama so ntuni obi anya adwumante no omunko fie. Some of them no a bit by rank and age they have about 4 to 6 years more to serve in the army in the Ghana Armed Forces. And so what pam wom enti no okono say aban no epeja tamsika puduo calculate wo severance pay etuade ma wom 15 of them enye ba kwa na mienu eno atire no. The other cost the woman said, say be away pilot, be vice marshal, na commodore, na bibi, na sabri account. All the investment are buying and their training costs quite a bit. Yeah, dear wumu a training wa a certain number of flying hours. Experience I went yanning in ano and kaka be 6 years. What they ba be sum or minor and yasa training the zone fast one. I say a other generals obiwa or your security expert in maybe a border litigations obiwa artillery obiwa how to weapon handling various critical skills training ye dey wura wo mu a ye ball taxpayers money ye dey ball honka anunti ama ye military no apeja enyunyam abemu a UN fo na respect ye every time bia wo appointed Ghana general ekoye penipa command wo troops no sa nsuehunu ne skills ni nyina ka ode ba be impact a mentor lower ranks for no ni nyina no ase enti sa ase no financial loss and now to be able to meet up with the skills gap you creative.
We have to make new investments.
I've done the initial estimation. Sir Sikana, ye babe shre on severance pay. And then the babe training near Dinyan. Senka ye tam Nanke a military force a monje franco see accommodation Emma the men and women in uniform and ka to me and Sikurano by 200 accommodation unit there. And ke bet to me siama home. And no can motivate you man. But yeah, Kwako says because of somebody's egoistic decision. Say I am mean to many way may reset it. You see, we must be minded. Say about the security and on your politics.
Na ye quite sure ye faso say ye recruitment no so ye nim se free titi nyina no sei na ekono eno ni asemo anami bisa say wiase nyina baby e fa sojafuo bia no sei ya na ye no eti ye ni kwa afoforo bia ye betumi afa so since akwan yi say ye mankwada free mensin a wowo mu wo de say ye regions kra regional capitals no ne se won kwa na onum aba region honomo no abebo ape so no wagina wiem ya mo de woto atwifom wa bra enye se bia wo ma start training eso no wonamu a ye ni kwan foforo bi ye betumi afa so with the recruitment scene ye ekoswe
ebi wa kwan bebre wo ho betumi afa so improve because me no bo bia no betumi atre me say in military recruitment strategy no so potential recruit no betna e betwe ne to ase a and chere say wo ye body selection me hun be biada maintaining penny some so that we have to reform. As there is such a baby, I would young this hour, you may abate. na nsɛm no sɛdeɛ me ne ɔyɛ adwene no ɛyɛ bebree o bebree na mmom no yɛtɔ yɛbɔ ase ne probu a yɛbɛhu sintɔ no bebree ne yɛsi ne nyinaa no na ɛne de nkuma sɛ yɛnyaa ne nyinaa mpɛmpɛnso aduro no yɛnya mu hɔ yɛnyɛ hwehwɛmu na yɛn probu na nneɛma a yɛnyɛ nyinaa yɛnyina kwa na yɛn reform yɛmfa nhyehyɛ pa abɛɛfo nhyehyɛ pa yɛngu ɛkwan so na ɛmmoa Ghana na never again should mpempem mɔfra mmeranteɛ ne mmabaawa mpempem ɛkɔ akɔbɔ si ani because wɔn ba abɛsom wɔn man ayɛ asodaafoɔ ɛbrɛ so sɛ yɛyɛ nsasaeɛ na ne nyinaa no ɛyɛ leadership but sɛdeɛ failure no aba no ɛsɛ nyinaa yɛboa obiara de n'adwenkyerɛ yɛne a yɛwɔ mmarahyɛbadwafie a president ne other stakeholders a wɔn nso ɛwɔ saa nimdeɛ no sɛ nyinaa yɛka bom ne yɛboa na yɛprobu wi na yɛtoto yi na yɛreform a na yɛde streamline processes a ɛdi mu ama abɛto dwa na ɛno no yɛde atoa so saa nti no wɔn nyaa baabi wɔn aduru bia no mfa mpem na nnipa nkwa ehia yɛ yɛnyɛ mpɛnsɛmpɛnsɛmu deɛ nokora da yɛmfa nto yɛnka ne yie sɛ woyɛ recruitment na sɛ woba bɛfa nnipa 4,000 a wabɔ ho dawuro a interviews a wɔne a potential recruit no ɛka yɛ ne koraa nkyerɛ sɛ wɔn ɛte sɛ ɛba bɛfa 12,000 people nti no 4,000 a wɔn ba bɛfa no over 20,000 or so and are applying. Fair enough. It may be a reflection of the general youth unemployment in the sub-region. So when your applications in every year, they say, would you kind of say, would you kind of decentralized? I'm a region in Dunciano Center, Mako, Ewono. You? As I say, subscriptions, you know, there are other centers be a woman no bro swana because maybe what it more 16 centers no at the but maybe other ElWalk any asante the no ba kokora ebro regions be in be there over 5,000 kwa applies for mobile ElWalk no a first tempana before I bet over send a text message am home so we na miss him dako now ning say ElWalk soon to me entering content when you that recruitment so sati chumba and 9 na crowd control ne form where we in the crowd I will say that crew be there office o soldiers no mpenifo da no amba be body selection no the almost a bit me alcohol say 100 a day say 300 a day say 500 a day per center so we schedule no na for no what the message ma say that way na beba na we public education say unya message a train o message ne ba da I was no aba.
It's a sad day. Potential military recruits is stampede at ElWalk. Those who are pending screening into military recruitment. It is so sad. My sympathies and prayers to all the bereaved families. May the souls of our dear citizens who have died tragically in this stampede rest in peace. But it's a serious matter. This is not the first time we've done military recruitment in this country. So I am calling and appealing that immediately the process must be suspended. Let us halt all the screening processes across the country. Let us prioritize lives first. Let's save lives and come back to the table. Let's investigate it fully to ascertain what caused it. After that, let's ensure that we put in proper measures. Let's schedule very reasonable, optimum number of people every day, spread them out, engage the public for them to know the particular timetable and the schedule, and send communicates to potential recruits. So that each one will come at the time appointed, particularly in the highly subscribed centers, ElWalk, Ashanti, and elsewhere. Let's suspend the process immediately and let us go back to the table and let us help them and support them to put in place a very good schedule, and then we can recommence the process. People must not lose their lives in the attempt to serve their country. It is sad. Sincere condolences to all the bereaved families. But let's stop the process.
let's go ahead to review before we come back. But look, when we started calling that the Minister for Defense the substantive Minister for Defense ought to be appointed, then he started politics with it. How can you combine Ministry of Defense with a busy, complex ministry like Ministry of Finance? The Minister of Finance is busy preparing for budget statement tomorrow, and here today, see what has happened. So there's a serious crisis in leadership in the Ministry of Defense. Such a sensitive portfolio, the national security architecture, should not be toyed with. So I'm deeply disappointed. Let's appoint a Minister for Defense. Government appoint Minister for Defense substantive. But today, immediately, let's halt the entire recruitment process. Let's start the process again later when we are put in place proper measures. The investigation must go on. Sincere condolences once again, our dear citizens who have passed.